Hi, my name is Chris Jones with myWall, and this video is about the different types of pins that we have, just showing you a bunch of the different examples of them, the non-locking and then locking and different things you can do with them. So pins come in two types. As I said, it's the non-locking and the locking. Standard non-locking pins are extruded aluminum. These are 16 millimeter in diameter, and we get all of our strength for the fact that they're hollow. A 150 millimeter, or basically the 7-inch pin, when it goes in, before any kind of deflection, is over 200 pounds of weight on a pin. When it's locking, it's even more. The way the pins work is you have a locking end, or the head end, which is basically a hex key that you put into the end, and these keys are held right onto the pins themselves. As you tighten that, at the other end, which goes into the hole in the panel, this, as you pull it, shifts into position. You can see that, how it shifts and pulls and expands in the hole. So when I put this in and then I tighten, that thing will not come out of the wall. And that's how we're able to have things like desks that are really strong, rock climbing holds, or just climbing holds that are really strong. Great for retail, great for office use, and for school use. Some of the other pins are in the lengths. We have here's a 300 millimeter, almost a foot long locking pin. This one has one of our washers on it, just to keep things, if you have a retail area, to keep clothes from falling off, or some of our toys use these washers. Another use on the locking pins with these little S hooks that we have. This makes it easy when you put it in the wall to have a pendant light that can just hoop onto the little hooks, and that light itself can go anywhere on a wall really quickly. And these little S's just slide back and forth on the pin, so you can adjust as needed. Some of the other pins here are the 3 standard wood pegs that we have. So we have a short, what we call the 50 millimeter, the 130 millimeter, and then the 300 millimeter. And that's basically around 3 inches, around 6 or 7 inches, and around a foot. And all of those are just standard pins that people use. Great for home use within a room or in a school environment. The locking pins themselves come in 3 basic sizes. We have the flush pin, which by its name means it's flush to the wall when you push it into a hole. All of these pins go in about 2 inches into the wall. And the flush pins, I think, are the best and most versatile pin. I'll explain that. We also have the 50 millimeter locking pin, and then our 130 millimeter locking pin, and then as I said, the 300 millimeter. Another great thing that we have for pins are these rubber sleeves, which are great for gyms. The rubber sleeve just comes on or off and makes it so that you can take a heavy item, put it on, it won't scratch and won't slide. So if you have some skis that you want to hold on to it, or weights, say a kettlebell or something like that, it won't scratch your item. Also, like a bicycle, it won't scratch the bicycle, and also keeps it so it won't slide off. It's nice and grippy. I'm just going to kind of make my way around haphazard within this wall here. Another great pin for our flush mount, what we call a flat hook. And this is great for, say, hanging a picture, or standard retail grid will go onto this, or I have one over here. A standard wire basket that you get at any store can also hook onto those very easily. Here's another pin that we call a retail pin. This literally takes a standard slat wall pin that already has a hole in the top and pops our locking pin through it, and then it just goes onto the wall, you tighten it, and you're done. So you're able to take a standard panel that we have and do a total mix of shelves, retail pins, lighting, graphics, whatever it might be. And then talking about graphics, so for clients, anyone can do this on their own, but we like taking 3 millimeter PVC, print on one side, add 3M magnets to the back side, and since our locking pin heads are metal, you can just take it and graphics go on really quickly. So if you have a podcast studio or TV studio, makes it really quick that you can pop different images or branding items on and off really quickly as needed. Here's another pin. This is our wire management. So people many times will just take standard pins and wrap wire around it, but this is kind of another way to do it that's really clean, that keeps wires up against the wall. And then talking about these flush mount pins, what I love is that you're able to take, let's just getting the hook out or the key out. You're able to take any item that you find off the shelf. You know, like in this case, it's a tablet holder. So I just took this tablet holder, I drilled a single hole in it, put a locking pin in it, and now I can put this anywhere I want along the wall. So that's, you know, that's probably the thing that I love most about the system, is that anything you can poke a hole into, you can hang on a myWall panel. I think that's it for a lot of the basic pins. In other videos, I'll be showing you more. Enjoy.